Order, and if you would all stand with us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sandy, could we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Shippers,
Here.
Spolman.
Here.
Ingalls.
Here.
King.
Here.
Mayor Folkins.
Here. And at this time, if we could get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'd make a motion to approve tonight's agenda as presented. Support.
Councilmember Spolman.
Yes.
Ingalls.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Shippers.
Yes.
Mayor Folkins.
Yes. Motion carries. This time, we'll open the floor for public comment. We do ask if you come forward, if you would please state your name, and then if you would write your name and your address for the clerk, it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, my name is Mike Dolak, and I'm here with the Housing Commission, but I just had the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag for United States, and it used to be a commission that we did it to the Michigan flag. What happened to that tonight? Or don't you say the pledge to Michigan?
Not every time,
Why is that?
sometimes.
Why do you have that flag here? And you ignore it? Any reason?
Mike, I'm sorry, ignoring the Michigan flag?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, we don't ignore it. We did do the Michigan flag pledge for a couple of years, and we now do just the standard pledge, with something the council changed about a year ago.
Oh, okay, was it voted on that? Or just somebody said we don't want to do it anymore? I brought it up because I'm on the Housing Commission, and we have both flags, and I thought, why are we ignoring the Michigan flag? And there's a nice little pledge, and I gave it to Art Stevens, and somehow you voted on it, and all of a sudden, I thought, we're going to say the Michigan pledge? No, so as a citizen of Michigan, I'd like to say if you could someday reinstate it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Good evening. My name's Judy Coffey, and I live at 128 Forest Lawn Drive. I just came tonight to offer our deep gratitude to you on behalf of the Call to All Festival churches. As a month ago when I came, you granted us some things, and we surely appreciated that. Just want to share that we had a little over 1,000 in attendance over the events of those 3 days, down in the park and at the pavilion area. Law enforcement, you've got a great group of people who work for you, and work for all of us, I should say. And there was a gentleman in the park who was a little rambunctious. He had been at a local restaurant and caused some confusion, and a couple people came to me and said, you might want to keep an eye on him, and I sought out one of the officers, and she already had been keeping an eye on him, so we really appreciated that. We had no problems with anyone as we were there. The street closure, just want to say something about that. From one Monday to the other, it's amazing what things happen in this community. And that was supposed to be humorous. Thank you, T.I.
Sometimes they're providential, right?
Yes, indeed. It really helped on Saturday, particularly with the children moving back and forth to watch the dancers and then to go back in the park, and they did face painting and a whole bunch of things, and they just seemed to have a really good time. We wanted to offer the city a gift to help with the expenses of our using that space, and so two of the churches stepped forward, one offering a $200 gift to cover the sound person for Friday night and Sunday night, and the other church offering the amount for all day Saturday. and we really appreciated the use of that space. So $415 was shared from those two churches to help cover those expenses. And we just wanted to say again, thank you for allowing us to be there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Seeing no one else, we'll close public comment and move to the approval of the consent agenda. And this evening, we do have the regular meeting minutes from our meeting on July 16th, along with the minutes from the closed session on July 16th.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Support.
Councilmember Ingalls,
Yes.
King,
Yes.
Shippers,
Yes.
Spelman.
Yes.
Mayor Folkins.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, and so this evening, we do have a public hearing, and so pass it to you, Marcus.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. This evening's public hearing is with respect to a slight change in the city code regarding the duration of time allowed for the Maple Hill Apartments service charge in lieu of taxes to be afforded to them. As you may or may not recall at your last meeting in which we established a similar provision of code for the Cadillac Castle project, we also set at that meeting the public hearing for tonight for the Maple Hills project, where we are keeping the time period the same, that being 36 months. This does not extend the period of time, an additional period of time of 36 months, but rather extends it up to 36 months, thereby keeping both of the provisions and both of the opportunity of time for the developers to get their pilots in place the same. With respect to Maple Hill Apartments, they originally had, I believe, an 18-month window in which their closing date got pushed back, and they were not able to make that window. This will allow them to make that window and, again, keep the status quo the same for both of the most recent developments.
Okay, with that information, I will go ahead and open the floor for public comment as it relates to this public hearing.